stream today because I forgot about this list. And with all the Christmas reviews I've been trying to get done, things like that, I forgot about this one. So I'm going to do a quick live stream because I'm running out of time. We decided to have these up today because of the Christmas stuff we're doing next week. And that's just all. That's really all it is. Today's been a rough day for me. I'm not in my normal car, I'm in my wife's truck because my truck, the alternator, decided to go out on me again on the side of the road, which is the same alternator I replaced less than 2 years ago. So, luckily, if it is the alternator, which I'm pretty sure it has a lifetime warranty, so all I gotta do is pull it out of there and take it in, get it tested. And if it's no good, which I'm pretty sure it's not, they'll give me a new one. Anyways, it's just been a headache of a morning though. So bear with me real quick. We're going to go through this list. Now, this is the top 20 ghost stories, supernatural, and haunted houses. I decided not to do slashers in this because I could fill up the list with slasher movies that are supernatural slashers I love, like Candyman and Nightmare on Elm Street and Bones and so on and so forth. But I did, even Child's Play is supernatural. I did make one exception. There's always an exception to the rule, and I made one exception. And I'll explain the exception when I get there. So let's get started, huh? Thanks, Jen. Hopefully that it is the alternator, so that way I don't have to pay to replace anything else. And hopefully I can get my friend to help me out so he won't charge me very much. Anyways, let's get started. On number 20, we have the only found footage movie you will probably ever find on one of my lists, and that is As Above, So Below. I did really enjoy this movie. It's a creepy film. It's got some very scary moments, mostly because of the atmosphere of it being actually filmed down in the catacombs beneath Paris. Coming in at number 19, we have a Wild Eye film, The Baylock Residence. Now, this is a slow burn, but it's one I really enjoyed. It's a period piece from World War II, and it is a very good movie if you're into slow burns. It's a haunted house kind of movie. Coming in at number 18 is another recent watch. It is Drag Me to Hell. I had fun with this one. After a couple repeated watchings, I've really enjoyed it. It's a really good film. Coming in at number 17, we have a Western horror film, and that is Dead in Tombstone. I just enjoyed this movie. It's got Mickey Rourke, it's got Danny Trejo. Can't really beat it. Now, something I wanted to say about this list that I forgot to a little while ago is that with this particular list, I just decided to have some fun with it. So there's going to be some oddball movies in here, okay? Speaking of which, number 16, we have Wild Eyes, Ouija Shark. It's a ghost shark, man. Come on. It's so fucking funny. This movie is like, it writes itself for how funny it is. I love this film. I really do. Sorry, my lips are dry. Where was I? Number 16. Oh, yeah, number 15. Coming in at number 15, we have The Babadook. Now, this movie received tons of praise when it came out, and then all of a sudden everybody turned on it and it received tons of hate. I like this movie. I also want to say, and I don't really care, but I don't understand how it became this gay icon film. I just don't get that. There's nothing in the movie that talks about stuff like that I remember. But whatever. I don't care. Be whatever it wants to be. Coming in at number 14, we have Ghost Ship from the 90s. This is not the best haunted house style type movie, but it's a unique one as it's on a ship, and I just have a lot of fun with it. In at number 13 is Troll 2. Troll 2 is just, it's so terrible. This is probably one of the worst films ever made. But I fucking have so much fun with it. I just have a blast, and it's a favorite. I love this movie. And yeah, it's a supernatural film, so. Coming in at number 12, we have The House on Haunted Hill. Now, this is the remake from the 90s. I really enjoy this movie. I did back when I was younger, and I still enjoy it to this day. The visuals in it are freaky as hell, and when you put it together with Nine Inch Nails Closer, it just works really well. So number 11, we have the Amityville Horror Remake. I prefer the remake to the original, and it's my favorite film in the franchise. I do really enjoy that film. Alright guys, kicking off with the top 10. We have The Shining. I know this is a lot higher on other people's lists, but on mine, it's right here. I like The Shining a lot. It's not one of my favorites, but it has one of my favorite actors in it who delivers a masterful performance, and it's just a good tension-filled movie, and I really do enjoy it, and it's weird and creepy. Okay, sorry, I'm having to look where I put these things. I did this while I was working, so. Coming in at number 9, we have Sinister. Sinister, this first and second one, but mostly the first one, because you can only have one per franchise. It's my favorite of the two, but it's a great franchise. I was really hoping for a part 3. I've heard that we may get a part 3, but it may not. I don't know. I fucking love Sinister. The ghost, the demon, whatever you want to call it. That thing is so fucking evil looking. It's just cool. And it's just a really good scary film. Coming in number 8, we have another remake from the 90s, and that is The Haunting with Liam Neeson. This movie also catches a lot of crap, but it's one I've always enjoyed. I just really enjoy this movie. I don't know why. The visuals are fun. The effects are cool. When that giant stone lion head sweeps down and takes dude's head off, fucking amazing. Coming in at number 7, we have a classic. We have The Exorcist. Now, this is also a possession movie, but it's a supernatural film, and I really felt I couldn't leave it off this list. I love The Exorcist. It's such a good film, and I really like the extended version more than the regular, even though it's a bit longer. Coming in at number 6 is one I surprisingly haven't seen on any lists yet that have come out. And it really does shock me because this is a ghost story. There's a ghost in it, plain as day. And that is Pet Sematary. I really am surprised I haven't seen this on a list yet, or unless I wasn't paying attention. Coming in at number 5 is a supernatural film, and for me, it is It Chapter 2. This movie blew me away when I watched it. I absolutely loved it. This is the It movie I've been waiting for all these years, even more than Chapter 1. Chapter 2 was just fucking amazing. Alright guys, so here's that slasher I was talking about. Coming in at number 4 is Leprechaun Origins. Now the entire Leprechaun franchise is a supernatural slasher. And Leprechaun Origins is not actually even my favorite movie in the franchise. But it's my favorite on this list because it is also a ghost story. We have Ozzy as a ghost in the movie. And that's one of the reasons why I love it so much, and one of the reasons I put it on this list. To me, it is not just a supernatural slasher, it is a ghost story. And I just think it's cool. Coming in at number 3, we have one of my top horror films of all time, and that is The Conjuring. I fucking love this movie. It is legitimately fucking scary. And the fact that it is based on true things that are true events, and the original family watched the movie and said that's really how it happened, to me, that's just freaky as hell. Coming in at number 2, we have Ghostbusters. Now, I know Joe said he wasn't doing any horror comedies, and some people say even this one might not even be a horror movie, but I say it's a family-friendly horror film. That's how I look at it. It's got a lot of horror elements. It is scary to some people. There's scares in it, but there's definitely ghosts in it. And that's why it's on this list. Coming in at number 1 is the ghost with the most, fucking Beetlejuice. How can you have a ghost story movie list without Beetlejuice? He's the ghost with the most. You can't do it. It's impossible. Impossible. Guys, that is my top 20 for 2020. I want to thank the 2 people that joined me today. And usually when I do a stream at lunchtime, all kinds of people come in here. Maybe it's because I wasn't talking drama. This was a fun list, guys, even though I did rush it. And, you know, it was just fun. Jen, I have your Christmas card here, along with a few others. I got to stick some things in them because the cards were not what I thought they were when I bought them. So, sorry. But, yeah. Jason, I sent out your package today. And that's pretty much it. We got one more list left to go, guys. One more list for the top 20 of 2020. And of course, coming up, starting Saturday, starting tomorrow, we have the 12 days of Christmas horror. One Christmas horror review every day for 12 days. I am doing one hell of a list. I don't want to give anything away, but it's definitely a hell of a list. Guys, this is Bronco Juggalo saying thank you for tuning in. Really appreciate it. Peace.